you guys about my health journey. Get yourself comfortable, just like I am. I am now currently on my kids' beds, raining outside. Got my entourage here. Got the Daisy, the Miss Lily behind me. Where do I begin? So I'll start off when I was a kid. When I was a child, and I would always get these headaches. I would get gas cramps. I ate a lot of Tums when I was a kid. At 9 years old, I started getting acne. And it wasn't a big blister-looking acne, pop, and more like a rash look. That's when I started wearing makeup, hence the face. Not comfortable. It's just right there. Just stay. I came back to Israel, 18. Man, you're just living it up when you're 18, 17. You're like, yeah, this is life, how it's supposed to be. And then you just get told you're zero. You guys are 17 or 18. You have no idea what I'm talking about. What is this? Whatever. What do you guys think of my bow? Thought it would be nice so it don't look like a flathead. Then it was after I met my husband. So I was vegan for a good, like 4 years. Like half a year before I got pregnant, I started eating meat. I would have extreme tummy pains. So I got checked. What they thought was that I have a problem with chicken. I was like, chicken? What? There's people with problems with chicken? And they're like, yeah, some people are allergic to the antibiotics. So I gave up chicken. You know, people say that when you become vegan for a long time, your body will start rejecting the food. But I was thinking, like, the people that came back from the Holocaust, for instance, like, they got to eat meat and stuff after time. That didn't happen for me. It's hot! I'm gonna change my shirt. Feel better now. So after the birth of the twins, this is when I got my first slap in the face. I got a kidney infection. They found when they did, I think it was a CT. That was a weird experience. So you feel like you're transforming into vampires. Oh, that was really bad. The guy comes in to strap me into this bed. So he ends up having to lift up my skirt. And he saw my hair and he started laughing at me. And who does that? You're in a hospital, you're vulnerable. You know you can go into a microwave in just a second. And he starts laughing at you because you have hairy monkey legs. But then he started joking around with me like he was my best friend. And at that point, I was just like, go away, go away. Go away, you embarrassed me enough. So I was in this microwave, right? And the doctor said, it's like as if you went to the beach for a day. That's how much radiation you're getting to your system. I was like, that's bull. He's like, it's like 2%, blah, blah, blah. And then I saw when I came out, this older woman that she was like, good 50 years old. She went in, she comes out looking staggered, like she just went through a microwave. And then the guy says, oh, wait, come back. The results weren't clear enough. You gotta go in again. And she's like, ooh. I mean, that's some unlucky person who wants to go through that twice. Anyway, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I hope to God you guys never have to experience it. We are leaving this room. It's too hot. I'm normally really cold. Now, with this pregnancy though, I feel like I have a huge heater on my tummy. I'm going to disrupt my husband a little bit by talking to you guys here and having him listen to the same stories that I tell him over and over again. But now, I'm going to tell you, and he gets to hear it another time. This man can code for hours. There's some people that might want to watch this. My father-in-law, after this whole experience.
Oh, there's nothing fun. Oops.
Did I tell you to keep quiet? They found out that I had a little kidney stone in one of my kidneys. And my father-in-law was learning herbs. And then he gave me all these herbs. I ended up having to drink a liter of corn skin and some kind of other herb. Let's go get it. After you use herbs and stuff, they just dry out. And once they dry out, they're not good anymore. So, he gives it to us in a jar or in a container or a bag or whatever. Maybe another tea. Why? Because I don't drink coffee anymore. That kind of leads into that one. So I was drinking this herb stuff that tastes like cow manure. I'm not gonna lie. And then I was also drinking citric acid with olive oil. Had to chug that one down. I was drinking those. I was still getting pains. And so, look at this. And so I was trying to pass the kidney stone. Okay, so I went to some kind of clinic. I had to bring every day. They would give me, I think it was like every 2 days. They gave me a big jar. That was like a 4-liter jar, and I had to pee in it for the whole day. First time I came in, I brought him in water bottles because they didn't give me a jug the first time. And so I had these 2 huge 2-liter bottles full of my urine. And I go to the nurse and said, here you go. There's my urine. I was so proud of myself. I peed 4 liters in one day. I was just like, that's how you do it. She's just like, it's like kind of wet. She says, I can't take those. They're supposed to be in the sterilized jugs that we give. And I looked at her and I said, you didn't give me a sterilized jug. What's funny is, the water bottles have a hole this size. So I take them and I had to put it inside the water bottle and then funnel my pee from some kind of other bowl that I used. I gave her the bottles. She didn't accept them. I thought the nightmare was on its way to be done. Finally, I brought in all the jars and I found that I drink a lot of oxalides. Oxalides are in a lot of vegetables. Meat causes the oxalides to solidify the calcium inside your kidneys. As an extremist as I am, I gave up meat. So I was drinking these herbs, which I'll put right here. And I was drinking this formula. I felt like it kind of passed, thank God. Little did you guys know I was actually sitting on longer this whole time. I still want to do it yet, don't judge me. Why do I find these in my clean clothes? Ew. So while I was pregnant and during testing period, I gave up coffee. Not being pregnant, I was drinking a good 4 cups of coffee. And then I realized I had a lot of anger problems, I had anxiety. So I said, coffee is a no-no. That was a crying time for me. My son though, my 3rd child, came out and had deficiencies. And that's why I have gotten into vitamins for this pregnancy. And that's why you guys have the amazing opportunity to go check out my next video, which is on the vitamins you take while you're pregnant as a vegan. I was going to the States for my sister's Brit, and it was about like almost a year where I was just eating a whole bunch because I was wanting my levels to start going back to normal. So I said, okay, I haven't seen my family in the States for a long time. I don't want to show up as, a new mother that doesn't just let herself go. If you did that, that's totally good. So I wanted to diet, start eating yogurts, and I gave up all the big high fatty food. I stopped eating sugars, and I just ate dairy, whole grains, and and vegetables and fruits. Like, that was my diet for a good month and a half. I ended up gaining weight. For me, ever since I became vegan, weight just kind of slips off. I never thought I had that much of a dairy problem. I said I'm stopping the whole yogurt finesse thing, and I'm going to put tahina instead of yogurt, and hope that the 6 pounds that I did gain go back off. And so in 2 weeks, I lost the 6 pounds from before, as well as another 2 kilos. That was me eating more than before, because before when I was eating just yogurt, I was literally eating tiny quantities of things, and I was hungry all the time. When I got off of yogurt, I wasn't hungry anymore. I was shocked. And then you ask me, hey, you know, if you had so many problems, so many deficiencies after you gave birth, so why did you give up meat? This is when I tell you why. So, I started eating meat again. Well, that's really good for you. Finally, you're starting to make sense of things. Start getting more nutrition and protein back in your diet. But it came with some horrible consequences. So, ew, why is there a dirty sock? It's not nice.
This room is hot now. We're moving again. Location number 4.
In this pregnancy, I started eating meat slowly, and it was only on Shabbases. It was only like the weekends. I was trying it for 6 months. Not chicken, because I already had problems with that. But from my twins' pregnancy, I forgot to say that whenever I would eat meat, I would get a headache that would last for 2 days. And that's when I realized when I was a child, when I would have headaches, so I looked it up, and it's not an uncommon thing. It's just like, okay, so meat gives me a headache. I'm like, who cares? Now, when it came to the dairy, because I was eating dairy at the beginning of my pregnancy, you know, because after 4 weeks, you start getting nauseous. I was tired and nauseous. I just kind of laid off the dairy for a good week. My face went back to normal. I stopped being tired, and I stopped having nausea. And when you're pregnant and have nausea, you do anything. Nope, you drink milk, you're tired. Go lay down, go to sleep. Go cry in the corner for a little bit. Go yell at your husband a little bit. Relieve that stress. So I gave it up. I felt good. Said if I feel good, thank God, you know? And so I started drinking soy, even though soy is not that great for you. There's too many things in the world. You eat this, you do this, you get this. Oh, how many bad things does there have to be in the world to make everything so complicated? Anyway, I'm writing a book. Why not just do it? So I'm doing that. It's gonna have some interesting things about my philosophies in it. That's just creates a whole world. It's a scary world. I can't sleep at night because of it. You know, all the characters, like they're like real people in my head. And it's something that needs to come out. I have the whole scenes and the music, it's all there, just no time to write it out. That's life. I tried meat. I realized every single time I would eat meat, I would go to the bathroom 6 times.
No way.
I would eat meat, a little amount of meat, not a whole lot, in the weekend, for 4 and 5 days, and the constant feeling of having to go to the bathroom. And it wouldn't go away, so I said, okay, so I'll have to be constipated forever long until my body starts getting used to meat. This is what's weird. 4 months in, I got like a blister thing. It looked kind of like a zit in my thigh. It started off hurting, and then it just kind of transformed into it looking like a wart. And I was just like, that's weird. Okay, I'll let that pass. Then it was like 6 months in, I got a wart on my finger. It came out also kind of like a blister thing, black and big and growing. Okay, so then I said, I'd rather not eat meat. You know, it's not impossible to be a vegan. I said, fine, I'll give up meat, whatever. Then after like a couple weeks, and we made steak on the fire, and it was really good, it was nice, and I got a blister on my finger 2 days after I ate the meat. It turned into a wart. It disappeared, guys. I gave up meat, and the warts that I got, gone. So that's my story on why I've been giving up meat, and keep coming back to meat, and keep saying no to meat. This video is not to convert people that already eat meat to not eat meat. This video was for me to tell you guys my stories, and if it relates to you, then yay! I'm very happy I finally got to get this video out. It's all for you guys. You guys got to hear it. You guys got to see it. Stay tuned for the next video if you guys want to see more.